Why we buy stuff we don't need. Consumed by manipulation. By Nameless Saint. As humans, we are constantly bombarded with advertisements telling us what we need and what we want. We are told that we need the latest gadgets, the newest fashion trends, and the fanciest cars. But why do we buy these things, even when we know deep down that we don't really need them? The answer lies in the fact that our desires are being manipulated by advertising, and it's time to take a step back and reevaluate our priorities. Firstly, it's important to understand the psychology behind advertising. Advertisers use various techniques to create a desire for their products in our minds. They appeal to our emotions by showing us images of happy, successful people using their products. They also use social proof, showing us that everyone else is using their products, so we should too. And finally, they create a sense of urgency, making us feel like we need to buy their products right now, or we'll miss out. These techniques work because they tap into our primal desires for social status and acceptance. We want to be seen as successful and popular, and we believe that buying certain products will help us achieve that. However, in reality, these products are often unnecessary and don't actually bring us any real happiness or fulfillment. Additionally, advertising is often misleading and manipulative. Companies use deceptive tactics to make their products seem better than they actually are. They use Photoshop to create perfect images of their products, making them look flawless and appealing. They also use exaggerated claims and half-truths to convince us that their products are the best on the market. But the truth is that many of these products are overpriced and underwhelming. We buy them because we have been convinced that we need them, not because they actually provide any real value to our lives. It's time to take a step back and reevaluate our priorities. We need to ask ourselves why we are buying certain products and whether or not they are truly necessary. We need to resist the urge to buy things simply because they are trendy or popular. Instead, we should focus on buying things that truly bring us happiness and fulfillment. We should invest in experiences, such as travel or learning new skills, rather than material possessions. We should also support companies that are ethical and environmentally responsible, rather than those that prioritize profit over people and the planet. In today's society, we are constantly bombarded with advertisements that try to manipulate our desires and convince us to buy things we don't actually need. It can be challenging to resist the temptation to make impulse purchases. Here are some conscious effort and a few simple tips. We can learn to be more mindful consumers and avoid falling prey to advertising tactics. 1. Identify your true needs. Before making any purchase, take a moment to ask yourself if you really need the item. Is it a necessity, or just a want? If it's not something you truly need, consider whether it's worth spending money on. 2. Make a list. When going shopping, make a list of the specific items you need and stick to it. This will help you avoid making impulse purchases and will also save you time and money. 3. Take a break. If you find yourself tempted to make an impulse purchase, take a break and step away from the situation. Walk away from the store or close the browser window if you are shopping online. This will give you time to reflect on whether the purchase is truly necessary. 4. Avoid sales and discounts. Sales and discounts can be tempting, but they can also be a trap. Retailers use these tactics to convince us to buy things we don't need, simply because they're on sale. If you don't need the item, don't buy it just because it's on sale. 5. Focus on quality over quantity. Invest in high-quality items that will last longer, rather than buying cheap items that will need to be replaced frequently. This will save you money in the long run and reduce the amount of waste you generate. 6. Be mindful of advertising tactics. Be aware of the various advertising tactics used by companies to manipulate our desires. This includes things like social proof, emotional appeals, and urgency tactics. Knowing these tactics can help you recognize when you are being manipulated and make more informed decisions. 7. Support ethical companies. Choose to support companies that are ethical and environmentally responsible, rather than those that prioritize profit over people and the planet. This will help promote a more sustainable and equitable economy. In conclusion, advertising can be a powerful force that manipulates our desires and convinces us to buy things we don't actually need. However, we have the power to resist these messages and make conscious choices about what we consume. By focusing on experiences, ethical companies, and our own personal values, we can break free from the cycle of consumerism and find true happiness and fulfillment in our lives. If you enjoy watching this video, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. New content is posted daily. Thank you, and may God bless you.